Hello everybody, we are here with a timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, I'm seeing a decision that needs to be made, but you may be feeling a bit of resistance. This feels like a classic... I know what my intuition is telling me, but then I have these other parts of me that are maybe telling me something else. And then that can just make everything kind of jumbled and confusing. Okay, let's get further and see. Usually when we're feeling conflict, it's because we already know, especially having the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands, we already know what we're meant to be doing, like what's in alignment, but our ego may not want to do that, and that's really where the issue can be. Because I see the Two of Swords more as being like a hesitance to do something that needs to be done, or like decide on something. But when the Five of Wands is involved, when it comes to like decision making and it representing conflict within a reading, because it can represent other things depending on the reading, but specifically when the Five of Wands is connected with inner conflict, it's because conflict arises out of duality. And so there's like what's going on in reality versus what you may want something to be. And if those two things are not, I'm hearing simultaneous, if those two things are not congruent with one another, that's where the separation is, because conflict is just born of duality. So that's where it's coming from. Reality being one thing, you wanting another thing, and those things not coinciding with one another, and so there's a clash because of it, and that's what happens with conflict. Meaning, like, I want it to be one way, but it's actually this other way, and then that's where the clashing is happening. And it can be like that with decisions, with thoughts, with feelings, lots of stuff. We're going to get down into what specifically is going on here. Okay, so we're starting off on a more jovial foot with this Three of Cups. This can be a coming together of sorts. I'm seeing somebody reaching out to you here. This would be something where you would be included. You would be included in this scenario, in this scene. I am seeing the Tower, though, as well. For some of you, I get it like this, and this can just be one example of many. Someone reaches out to you, it's like a friend that reaches out to you, and they're like, hey, will you come to this place with me? There's like this thing that's happening, and you end up bumping into somebody and sparks fly with this person. You had not been expecting this. I'm seeing it catch you completely off guard. This is one of those moments where you could have been like, I wonder like if I'm going to meet somebody, or when I'm going to meet somebody, or when this happens. And it's like when you least expect it, it actually happens. Because I am seeing somebody reach out to you and you get an invite, and it's something socially where like maybe you didn't even know if other people were going to be there, and then you just end up bumping into this person and you're like, whoa. It just feels like one of those moments. This can also be a moment too where maybe you felt like more of a friendship with somebody, and then it like almost accidentally is the wrong word, but you may feel like something's developing between you and this person, but it would be very unexpected. It was like, I thought we were just homies, and now something's happening between the two of you. So yeah, there are definitely a couple different versions for sure of how this can come to be. Oh, we're going to talk about it too now. I guess this is being addressed at this point after like the shock and surprise of, I don't know, the clarity of there being a connection that feels even like electric between the two of you. I'm seeing it was, I don't know why it was like a challenge to bring this up or to talk about it, but I am seeing a conversation that's being had. So, and I'm seeing this definitely be an encouraged thing. You'd feel like you can really talk to this person, like you guys connect on an intellectual level. There's definitely attraction here between you and this person for sure. Yeah, I'm hearing things like, I want to get to know you. Okay. It does feel like the nature of what's going on is being addressed. To maybe find out how you want to move forward. Yes, I'm getting something about relationship talk here. Things coming to light now. Okay. This was not the direction at all. I was not anticipating a reading to go in this direction. But I am but the messenger. Okay, your guides definitely orchestrated this, but I'm seeing this really... For some reason, this completely catches you off guard. Like, you were not at all anticipating this. I'm saying your guides knew clearly the whole time, but you are shocked. I don't know if it's just like you didn't think that you'd meet somebody in a place like this, or I don't know, it's like you wear your sweatpants to the event and end up meeting the love of your life. It's like something like this where you just hadn't expected sparks to fly, yet here they are. And it's like when the dust settles, it's just you and this person looking into each other's eyes. Very interesting energy coming through. Yeah, I'm seeing that like a tower actually brings you guys together. So I don't know what I'm hearing ecliptic event this is that happens, but I'm getting something about moving heaven and earth. Something happens here that's like a major thing that ends up bringing you guys together. But it may be something that, I don't know, is like, is it disruptive in nature? It could be something that maybe people would look at that and be like, why did it happen like that? And it has to be like some sort of like, I'm hearing major culling. It's like some sort of major event actually that brings you together with this person. Like a tower actually helps. You know, sometimes a tower can come through and be it can feel destructive because we're trying to build something and the guides are like, no, you don't. And they knock it away. I'm seeing it actually be... Like, I don't know exactly how this is going to take place in your life, but attached to a tower is how you meet this person. So it's definitely unexpected, but there could also be some sort of event that throws things around. And this is like totally divinely orchestrated. How you connect with this person, like how you guys come to be, like standing next to one another. This does not feel like a normal event how this happens. There's something very... I'm hearing cyclical. Okay, so in a past life, you've connected with this person. It even feels like cinematic in a way, how this comes together. I feel like your guides had been telling you something and you weren't believing them, and then they're like, see. It feels like one of those moments. So yeah, if you feel... Yeah, this is somebody that you know. But it doesn't have to be... It can be somebody you know not from this lifetime. I'm hearing if you know, you know. Okay, anyway. With a tower, there can be something going on that may feel intense and you may question, because towers can sometimes be... It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you didn't want to happen, but there can be like a big disruptive, it's like an out of the ordinary event that happens. I'm just seeing this be very not just your casual day. There's something very important that happens that sort of like facilitates this, it like even allows it to happen. So I'm seeing a tower be super, super helpful. Like the tower is on your side here. Not that it's ever not on your side, but I'm seeing it kind of like usher something in for you. And it's this other person. It's this person that you're connecting with. But you may have been, I'm hearing incarnating. You may have been trying to sort of like, I don't know, try to make this happen or co-create this for a while. Because I'm seeing something has taken some time to sort of come to be, but I'm getting it was because I'm seeing like one of the parties just went through some sort of like transformational thing, even like there's something intense where I'm seeing like steam is kind of still coming off them. So it feels like it reminds me of like Phoenix rising from the ashes. So this other person or you, it could be either or, one of you guys may have just be coming out of, I'm hearing a silver cycle. I don't know what that, I'm just channeling what comes through. A silver cycle. It can have something to do with like a karmic pattern or loop. There's something challenging though about this situation, but I'm seeing that it's going to be discussed. Yeah, I'm seeing like faith is really going to help you. There could also be like differences between you and this person. Like for some of you, it can be so big as like maybe speaking a different language than this person. There can be like some sort of overlap even that's happening. There can be like cultural differences, background differences, like religious differences, traditional differences, things that would be more so connected with like demographics. Yeah. Like SES, meaning socioeconomic status, just to be clear. Yeah, there can be things that are different between you and this person, or maybe even just the situation is challenging how this occurs. But I'm seeing it's going to be discussed, but there could have been something that could have potentially deterred you from discussing it with this person, but I'm seeing that it's going to be addressed, whatever this is. And this can be also worries of like, how could we practically make this work? And like, I don't know what the situation is that would be coming up, but I'm seeing things of that nature. Like there can be something that maybe feels a bit unrealistic, but is it actually? Like, I don't think that anything is, if both parties are willing to participate. It's just about having to maneuver through it. There's something situationally that's going to be a very big challenge, but I'm seeing you actually be able to work through it with this person. So I'm not seeing it be like your guides are like, okay, like go home for the day, you're done with this. I'm seeing them be like, come on, like keep going, keep trying, like don't stop now. Keep pushing through, keep working at it. If you and this person decide to, which if it's a dual manifestation, meaning you and another entity, another being, another person, it's going to take both of you guys having to be on compatible frequencies with your solar plexus energy to be able to create something together with one another, to be able to manifest together. But yeah, if both of you guys are on the same page, I'm seeing this is definitely going to be something that can be worked out. I'm feeling an activation in the back of the crown. Yeah. If you guys both want to manifest this, it can happen here, but there can be, I don't know, if you're not confident about your manifesting abilities or this other person isn't, it may feel like a bit of a challenge in the beginning, but I'm seeing you can sort of like talk it through with them. Either you give them insight to keep them level-headed or they do it for you, because I'm seeing like a practical sort of energy here. But there can even be something that maybe for some of you goes against social norms with this, or it may be, I don't know, to have Libra and the Hierophant here, there can be things about values that are different, but for some of you, this can have to do with like other people looking in, even because like with the energy of Libra, it can sometimes be like, I want to follow. So Libra, it can be seen as an energy where it can kind of like go along with the status quo so as not to create waves, because it wants to be like harmonious with people and places and things, and like also society as it stands. This is just the archetype of Libra, okay? It's one of the facets of it, as every sign is multifaceted. But anyway, part of the thing with Libra can be something coming up that may need to be discussed about, like maybe what is appropriate and what is not, or like what would be the, you guys are just gonna have to work as a team together, all in all. But somebody may have some sort of social or moral responsibility. This can also be linked to their job as well, why something would be coming up for them, or just responsibilities that they have in general. For some of you, this person's in the government. For some of you, I'm hearing this person is called, they're being called a peacekeeper. That can also be something on a spiritual level or just like on another plane as well. They may do something that is meant to like keep the balance, something like that. Yeah, I'm hearing something about a role that this person plays. That's integrated into the standpoint of the experience is what I'm hearing. I'm not saying this be an impossible situation. It's kind of like getting all the difficult stuff out of the way now, and things are going to be just easier after that. But it almost feels like, oh, how badly do you want it? Maybe also somebody's going through something legally. That can also be something that's involved in this too. But yeah, there can be some sort of social implication that's connected with this. Yeah, somebody may be going through something that's challenging. This can also be like a contract that they're involved in, but I'm seeing that it's going to time out. So yeah, I'm seeing there be this like social event that happens. I'm seeing there be this coming together. For some of you, this could have happened in some sort of like spiritual setting as well. That doesn't have to be the only type of setting, but for some of you, that's one of the settings. So then I'm seeing this tower that happens end up being helpful to bring you guys together, but it's almost like the same thing that brings you together is maybe the thing that creates the challenge that you guys have to face with one another. It's some interesting little puzzle like that. But I'm seeing that if you guys talk about it and you guys create like a similar game plan with one another, you'll be able to get through it. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but I'm seeing you'll be able to do it. It may be the social implications of this for some reason. Like, I don't know if it's like a societal pressure or if it's just like your social group in general, but there's something socially that it like adds a layer to this that makes it more challenging, but it's not impossible. Like, not even close. But it's something that creates maybe like an immediate issue or just something that sticks out where it's like, oh, like we're definitely going to have to address that. We're definitely going to have to take care of that immediately. And it could be something that like the faint of heart would look at and be like, nah, like I'm good. I'll wait until the next one comes around, you know. But you guys may not feel that way. And so if both of you guys want this, then definitely going to be able to make it work with one another. I'm looking at Mars and Mercury, Libra, Gemini, Taurus. So specifically what's being highlighted is somebody could have their Mars in Taurus, Libra, or Gemini, or they could have their or Mercury in Libra, Gemini, Taurus. But know too that you can have other placements and still very much resonate with this reading. That's just, those are the signs that are being highlighted, so that may be confirmation for someone. Yeah, I'm hearing things like victory is ours. I think that, I don't know, there can be an issue having to do with something within the 3D, but that seems kind of materialistic. But that could be something that's popping up. Like it could be something with housing or with resources. For some of you, I don't want to speak that into the reading. There may just be something that another person has to like address within their personal life. This will create a lot of, I'm hearing an upwhirl, maybe like a whirlwind. I'm seeing that this is going to create a lot of, like a very big amount of change within your life. Also too, like some of you could be going through something that feels kind of dramatic right now with the Tower. But it's actually supposed to help you with the changes that you need. Something could be happening that feels in a way like irreparable. I feel like we're tapping into another energy here. For some of you, there can be a focus on like a relationship. For some of you, this can be a friendship. For some of you, this can be like a marriage that you have. And I'm seeing something that's kind of like being torn apart right now. Like you may feel like you're hitting a really big tower with this person, but I'm seeing that it's actually supposed to help you guys. It's supposed to aid something about your relationship, because I'm seeing you're like not on great terms with this person right now. Like you may, when I say that, I mean you may be like sleeping next to them at night but feel super isolated or like alone, almost like it's just as if nobody's laying next to you. I'm getting that type of vibe. Some of you, you're married to this person. I'm seeing you're living with this person. But yeah, it's like, it's as if you have like nothing in common with this person. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like that all the time, but you could just feel like there's a really huge like lack of connection between you and this person. I hope it's not confusing. We're like jumping into another energy, but yeah, for some of you, you are going to be, I'm hearing separating from them because you don't want to feel this way anymore. And at this point, you may feel like you've tried everything that you could with them, and you're going to have to tell them about what's going on. You may sort of make the decision to leave and then talk to them after, or you set things up, or you like make up your mind and then you're going to have a conversation with them sort of about, I don't know, where you're trying to go with things. I'm hearing there's an empty space where the relationship used to be. It feels just like it's gotten too lonely at this point, and you may feel like this is the right thing for you to do on an emotional level, but because of legal stuff, this could feel very heavy pressure to you is what I'm hearing. Like, because you may have like finances, resources, legal stuff tied in with this person, it creates a lot of pressure. I'm also hearing alimony as well. If something would just be, you know that it would be difficult, but also I don't think you're going to let that stop you at this point. Like, just because something's a challenge for you. Because it's ultimately about you finding what you're looking for, because I'm seeing connection be very, very important for you. And you just feel like it's not it with this person. It's interesting too, because even though for some of you, you're like married to this person and living with this person, I'm only seeing you guys be shown, like your relationship to each other is shown as the Lovers and the Five of Pentacles. So it doesn't even feel like there's any of that like stabilizing nature around you. Like you could feel like you're technically in a marriage, but you may not really feel energetically like you're married to that person. Like it may not feel like that sort of thing. It may not feel like a partnership or a teammate sort of deal with this person. Interesting too how like these readings are such a polarity. Like the first one's about, the first half of this reading was about like meeting somebody that you really connect with and having it feel very spontaneous and like working things out. Okay. Also too, some of you, this could all be tied in together in the same thing. Like you could be with somebody and then meet somebody else spontaneously and then be like, what am I supposed to do? You know, there's so many different ways that this can be connected, but I'm seeing you. Yeah, you're in a space where you're like, I owe it to myself to be able to be in a genuine, deep type of connection, because I'm seeing, you know, you can go so deep emotionally, like love so hard, and that's also what you're looking for, to connect with another person. But you definitely have some stuff that you're gonna have to deal with. Yeah, for some of you, for sure, there's legal stuff now that's gonna come into play. Like there can be like divorce, stuff like that, things that would be going on, and that may really stress you out, but I'm seeing like essentially like love is going to win, or like the desire for you to have somebody that you can truly connect with, because I'm really getting this energy of feeling like this, whatever this has been going on with you and this person, just feels like such an empty space now. And Five of Pentacles is like, you may feel like there's absolutely like no hope within this situation. You tried everything that you could and you're like, I'm accepting that now and I'm gonna walk away from it, because I know if I stay here that I'm just doing that to myself, and I love myself more than that, so I'm stepping out of it. So you're doing it for you. Okay. All right, let's go through the energies again. I'm looking at the sun. I'm seeing a water energy. I'm seeing an air energy. I'm looking at Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Mercury, Mars, Pluto. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.